Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today let's take a look at how to replace a section of collapsed corrugated pipe, and also why did it collapse.
This is what the pipe looks like as you're digging in the clay. It's kind of hard to see it. Now we've exposed it, and you can see how quickly and easily I can cut that pipe with the shovel. This takes a little practice, but if you've got a good, strong, sharp shovel, you can easily cut that pipe. Now we're going to expose that pipe and pull it out and replace the section that has collapsed. I'm going to show you what it looks like, what a collapsed pipe looks like here as we pull it out. You'll take a look and see. Okay, you can see what has caused this to collapse is that the pipe was underneath of a sewer line, and as it was backfilled, when they backfilled this area to build that pool, they definitely crushed that line. So now we're cleaning out that trench. We've got to make a nice clean trench, go a little deeper so that we have a good piece of pipe to lay through there and make our connections.
Okay, so we made our new connection across. It goes under this sewer line where the pipe was collapsed. This was the pipe that was collapsed. And you can see inside here what it looks like when it collapses. That's the inside. Here's the outside, totally out of round to that. So that's why we had to dig it up and replace it. So now we're going to go ahead and cover it up. We're going to keep some pressure on it so that we can start to get covered. Once we get some of the dirt on it, it'll cover it right up. And we're all set to
So how did we know where to dig to find that collapsed section of pipe? This is where a true drainage company can really help you out. A true rainwater drainage contractor can not only install a system, but he can come out and find problems on your existing systems.
Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we're going to be putting a clean out on a 4-inch pipe that's coming from underneath that pool deck out through here. So what we're doing is we're digging up to find out where that line is, and we have a little tip for you. When you're trying to find that line and you don't know exactly where it is, you should dig a lateral trench, and you can see that we started over here, we came across until we found the line. Just digging a random hole doesn't really work. We know the line came straight down through the pool, right down through the deck. It's coming straight out. So we found that line, and Kelly's just exposing it because we're going to put a clean out on there as well. Okay, so we've got our line exposed, and what we're going to do is put this T down on here. You've got to make sure that you cut out enough that you're able to get your hacksaw in here to cut this pipe. Pretty much just cut clear through it. Make a measurement for your other side of the pipe. Then cut through that side. If possible. So there's our piece that we're taking out to make our insert. We're going to put a T on it. This is the hard part. But corrugated pipe compresses, so maybe we can push it together. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and clean this line with our machine, go back up underneath that pool deck. So let's pull that machine over here.
The reason that we're cleaning the line is because the water has been backing up underneath of their deck. There are catch basins under their deck that the pool paving people put underneath. They paved over those catch basins, and of course when it rains hard, the water's coming up through those catch basins and taking the sand out from around the pavers. So we're going to send the cable down through the line to see what kind of stoppage or blockage and what's causing that problem. And you'll notice as I run the cable, you'll hear the machine change pitches. It'll start to sound different. That means I'm hitting a problem. We will dig it up there to find out what is going on. I have the cable out about 25 to 30 feet, and it's beginning to bog down. And although it looks like I'm pushing that cable through there, really it's just getting stuck. So this is the area that we're going to locate the pipe and dig it up.
So sending that cable down the line, we were able to locate this pipe. And you can see, I've already showed you the clip earlier, but we cut it out, good sharp shovel, cut that pipe, clean this trench out, and we'll be able to install a new piece of pipe down in there. But what caused this to collapse? Take a look at that clay. You see how dense that clay is? That's just rock hard, red clay, North Carolina clay. This is what we contend with here in Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee. This is the type of dirt that we find when we're digging. And when the pool company came in and put in their beautiful pool and pool deck, of course they had to raise that grade. And they've been running trucks back here and the backhoes and of course the bobcat to grade it out. And it totally collapsed that line. You know, it would not matter whether this was Schedule 40 PVC, cast iron, it doesn't matter. If it's underneath of another pipe, it's going to collapse. ADS is very strong. And some of these newer companies making claims about these different pipes, you know, they haven't even been in the ground 6 months. These companies haven't been around for less than a year. So when making your repair, make sure that it's good, solid, tight connection. And again, you saw the pipe. This is what it looks like when it collapses. All corrugated pipe will do this. All corrugated pipe will do this. Especially if there's a rock or another pipe on top of that pipe and you run machinery over top of it, it's going to crush the pipe below it. Whether it would be cast iron, PVC, or corrugated, it does get crushed. So let's backfill this, cover it up, and we'll be done.
Okay, so now we pull the cable back, put the machine away, and we'll reassemble the clean out, and we'll be able to backfill here in just a few seconds.
Our assembly for the clean out. Now I'm just going to backfill it, and the bobcat is going to go ahead and cover the rest of
it. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.